What's up, everyone? Range here, coming at you guys with a new commentary. Today, the background gameplay you guys are going to be watching is a 1v1 GB that I'm not going to spoil the ending for you guys, but it was a good GB singles match on the map Hunted. So I hope you guys do enjoy that. I've been playing a lot of singles lately, doing alright. 9-3 is my record, so it could be better, but I'm probably going to have some more 1v1 stuff up as the background gameplay for this series that we are starting today. And the series is basically how to become an MLG pro, becoming an MLG pro. Just different tips that can help you become an MLG pro or just help you in GBs, whatever. And today what we are going to be talking about is knowing your opponent, identifying your opponent's weaknesses and also their strengths so that you don't keep running into their strong points and stuff like that. But the first point we have to hit on is the number one thing that you always need to be able to do, and this is no matter what you do in life, well, no matter what you're competing in, actually, you need to be able to recognize patterns. In Call of Duty especially, I beat a lot of people in singles just because I can recognize their patterns and what they do. If you go to the same spot every round, if your enemy is going to the same spot, if he goes to the same bomb site, you got to be able to pick up on that and just exploit it. If you know he's going to be there, just pre-aim it, pre-fire it if you want to. If you're going to pre-fire it, you're probably going to get some hate messages after, like, I don't want to say those words, but I've gotten those messages and stuff, and you're probably going to get called a hacker and some other stuff. But if you want to do that, that's cool. But definitely got to recognize patterns, know what they're going to do. And the second point, if you recognize they are doing stuff, if you recognize their patterns and they're still beating you, you have to be able to adapt to what they are doing. If they keep outgunning you and you're going to the same spot and they're going to the same spot, switch it up. Go to a different spot where you can get a better angle on that bomb, on wherever he's running to. Depending on what their pattern is, you have to be able to adapt at any time in the game, no matter what it is, a respawn, an S&D, and that adapting and noticing patterns are the two biggest points of noticing your opponent's game style. But basically adapting, you have to be able to switch your play style at any point. So if you're running an AR and this guy's running an SMG, or actually switch it around. If you're running an SMG and he's running an AR and he just keeps sitting in the back of the map and you keep running at him, you could do two things. You could either stop running at him, which is kind of the smart idea, or you could switch to an AR, and if you're confident in yourself, hopefully you are, you can outgun him, and that's just adapting. Also, if they start noticing your patterns, if you are getting beat like 4-0 in an S&D, stuff like that, because patterns are really big in S&D. Hardpoint they are too, but S&D, you have that break in between every round that you can kind of talk it over if you're playing teams with your team, which most of the time you are unless you're doing 1v1s like this. Then you can kind of just think about it. But in between rounds, you can think about what they did. Realize these patterns. That's what that little break is for, that and changing class. But be able to, if they start whooping you like 4-0 right out the gate, you need to be able to switch your play style. Do stuff out of character. Don't keep going to the same bomb. If you keep going to the same bomb or your team keeps hitting mid, do stuff out of character. Do something you've never seen anybody do before. Because I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you will win that next round. If you do something nobody's seen before, something ridiculous. Like, if you say, yo, let's do this, whatever it is, and your teammate goes, dude, that's retarded, do it. See what happens. If you lose, it's a learning experience. You learned it that, yeah, that was probably retarded. We're not doing that ever again. But now you won't do it anymore. Another point is do what it takes to win. This is another thing about adapting. If you have to, pull out any gay stuff. I hate to say gay stuff, but like the L-car in this game right now. That gun is deadly. I've been outgunned with it when I had a Vesper in my hands, and he had one of them. Now they did ban dual wield for it, but still, the single one is deadly. It's like a 2-shot. I've been using a Vesper. The kid dropped down on me. I put bullets in first and he still outguns me. So whatever it takes to win, that's what competing is. It's not supposed to be fair. It's whoever has the advantage. And if you adapt and you do stuff out of character, stuff like that, and you just change the way you play, you'll win. And that's just really all it is to it. But also, another point is watch YouTube videos. This is a big thing. If you watch YouTube videos and stuff, not only against the pros, or not only the pros videos, even though there's not very many amateur players that make videos of their gameplay, I don't think. I haven't realized, or I haven't seen them. But if you've seen them, watch them. Notice the way they play. Look at the pros and then look at the amateurs, because you got to watch the amateurs too, because you're not going to beat the amateur. You're not going to beat the pros until you beat the amateurs. So learn who you're going to play against first before you look at the pros. But take notes from the pros. See what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, so you don't make those wrongs. And then when you watch the amateurs, compare them to what the pros are doing. If they're both doing the same thing, set up for that route if they're running the same route. Stuff like that. And you will definitely start winning a lot more matches. And if you just keep playing, you will definitely start to notice player tendencies. Like at the beginning of the game, I said I wanted to do this, but I didn't. But you can play S&D like crazy. That's all the only pubs you could play. And you will start noticing rush routes. You will start noticing where people go a lot. You will, if you just keep playing, you will find more like lines of sight onto the bomb and where to plant it, stuff like that. And if you put all this stuff together and you notice your opponent's weaknesses and exploit them, and if you notice their strengths, stuff like that, do not do that. Do not go to where they are. If they have an AR sitting on the map hunted, this is a great example. On the bridge towards A, if they bring an AR over there to a head glitch, and that's definitely a strong point, do not keep going, running at them, trying to do it. Flank them, do something else. Because if you just exploit what they're bad at and not keep going to their strong points, you will win the game 9 times out of 10. But that has been the video today. I hope you guys did enjoy that singles GB win 6-4. The kid almost came back on me, then I had to let him know what's up. But I hope you guys did enjoy. It's been Range, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit subscribe to join the Range Nation. I'm out.